Hey you guys, it is Katya Bulks here with you guys for Supplement Sunday, where instead today of doing a supplement review, I'm actually going to be talking about supplements. I have talked about like pre-workouts and BCAAs in the past, but today we are going to talk all about protein. So let's do this. So first of all, I know I'm vegan, but I'm gonna come to this with a complete unbiased view towards like whey protein and all those beef proteins, just to tell you, for those who are not vegan, what to look for when you are looking for a whey protein. The reason I'm off of like whey, I mean obviously being vegan, is because I cut out dairy, because dairy I just became kind of sensitive to. So I'm not doing, I am kind of also dairy industry, but more health. But for those who are totally fine with whey, you can totally like keep taking your whey protein. But I just also want to go talk about what you should look for when you're looking for a good solid whey protein, and then in the end I will give all my recommendations kind of things for those looking for good whey, vegetarian, vegan protein, stuff like that. So first and foremost, the different powders you can find are obviously, we got whey protein, and whey protein is derived from milk. Milk is composed of, obviously there's a lot of protein in it. 20% we get is the whey, and then 80% is casein. Whey, we have all heard about being that protein that you gotta take 30 minutes after your workout, during that anabolic mode that your body goes into, which I'll discuss that kind of stuff in a different video. But whey you can find just in concentrate, isolate, and hydrolyzed form. That is just the way how farther it is broken down, the protein molecules, so for faster absorption, stuff like that. Now some people will take a whey protein and they'll be like, oh, it gives me kind of the shit kind of thing, upset your stomach, stuff like that. And that has to do with either one of two things. Either you taking too much of the protein powder at a time, that is just so much for your body to digest that it's gonna get rid of some excess that it can't digest at the time, or, and most of the time, is the quality. Quality, I can't emphasize more how important it is to find good quality proteins, because your body, especially when you're working out, you're putting it under a lot of stress, and you want to feed it like the best things it can possibly get. And proteins are, usually proteins are processed, and within processes things can, not every protein I would say is obviously worth it due to the process they put their, the milk through to get that whey protein, because sometimes they just want to give you a cheap product because all they want to do is make sales. That's all, a lot of companies want to do is just make sales and sell it to you, saying this is, just take this, take it after your workout, take this much, whatever. But do your research. That is so important, and finding out what type is best for your body, because sometimes your body doesn't react well to whey, and then there's so many other options for that. But for those who are taking whey, please dig deep, look at the ingredients, what they are putting in their protein. Of course, yeah, I will go through different companies towards the end of this video and just talk about what are good. I'm gonna try to bash on companies, so don't think I'm just coming here to be like, don't take them at all, they're horrible. I want to be unbiased to give you guys a mentality of when you go to either your GNC or vitamin shop, yeah, those people might recommend certain things, whether they're trying to make sales or something, but you need to walk in knowing what you are going to buy. Sometimes those people can help you, sometimes obviously, as I said, I worked at GNC, I know what it's like, being under pressure, trying to make sales, selling certain products, either you want to make commission or something, but you want quality, and sometimes we are scared to pay a little more, but quality for your body, you want it to recover and be healthy as best as possible, so you want to get the best stuff you can. I sometimes, will spend a little more on certain produce because it will be organic versus stuff that could have, GMOs and random crap, because this is going into my body and I want to take care of it the best I can so I can live the healthiest lifestyle that I can. So whey protein, whether it is concentrate, isolate, or hydrolyzed, do your research on really good proteins that, you know, they're not putting a lot of fillers in it. And I'll talk, you know, again, I'm just always repeating, I'll add a lot of such words at the end of this video. But the second one I will talk about is beef protein. The reason people will turn to beef protein is either they're paleo or, you know, dairy free kind of thing, sensitive to it. And sometimes I even looked at it when I was not vegan, kind of as an alternative, thinking, I wonder beef protein. I mean, it's coming straight from beef. You are getting a hefty protein. It's got creatine in it. Naturally, beef has creatine. So if you're trying to stay away from that, like women at all, even though creatine's good for you, that you don't have to take it, but it's got some natural creatine in it. The issue I have with beef protein that I have done a lot of research is, you know, they're not putting a straight up steak in your bucket. It's going through process as well. And sometimes you think you are getting the hefty meat, honey. They're using that meat for the restaurants. They are honestly processing mostly scraps, kind of like the scraps that goes into like gelatin and stuff. You know, it gives you protein, but it isn't the best protein. And so they really gotta process that stuff to make it seem like the best protein. And also they kind of have like a weird aftertaste, beef proteins, I've noticed. So I don't really like that. It can be kind of due to the creatine, and then it mixes weird. I don't know. If you never tried beef protein, I don't know how many companies have beef protein, but yeah, usually that protein is just scraps and not the best quality. You are getting protein, yes. It's gonna feed your body protein, but not the best quality. Guys. Yeah. So we did mention whey being 20% of milk, so I'd want to go into what casein protein, the other 80% of what is derived from milk. Casein protein, you usually have heard, is that good, slow digesting protein that you may take either morning to give you protein through the day or at night to feed you through the night. You know, for people who are always taking constant meals, that can be a good thing to turn to. And sometimes people have the question, should I buy like my whey and my casein separate? Is it okay to buy like the blend of the two? Like what might you recommend? That can come to personal preference. Me, obviously I don't take casein, but when I wasn't vegan, I didn't really take casein. I would just do whey because I wasn't too worried about like the whole feeding at night thing. But if you are questioning taking one or the other, I actually do recommend taking a blend if you're taking it towards night and even post-workout. I will tell you why. Because, well, first of all, at night, what casein does in your stomach, it kind of sounds weird, almost turns like a goo gelatinous thing that will sit, that your body will slowly feed off, and that's how it works. That's how you are slowly fed through the night. Gosh, I don't know, I'm gonna phone now. But so it slowly feeds off of it, but it takes a while for your body to get to that point. And so if you have a whey casein blend that you're taking at night, it will first digest the whey, and then when it's done with that, it'll go into the casein feeding you through the night. So make those connections, and do you understand that it's better to take those two together? Now, if you are someone looking for kind of a meal replacement, then I do recommend just a casein, because then you can take that in a morning, and sometimes you'll see meal replacement proteins like sold in stores, and that tends to be a good blend. And so I would say go for those, and they also are a little higher in calories, of course, just to feed you through the day. And then post-workout, whey protein, yeah, it's good to have, but you can also have your casein. You're gonna digest it. Your body needs certain macros, as we know, and your body's gonna absorb it no matter what. Anabolic mode or not, you are gonna get that protein. Like, don't think just because you don't have your protein shake within that 30-minute period that if you have it 31 minutes later, your body's gonna be like, I ain't digesting this, and you're gonna just poop it out. No, your body's gonna take it because it knows it needs protein to help fuel you and like help you recover. So don't stress about like the whole anabolic food. I would actually say don't take it right after your workout, like bring it to the gym. I mean, yes, take it with you if you got something that you gotta run off to, like work or something. But wait a while, because what's happening is you just worked out, like say I did upper body. Your blood is flowing all through up here and it's pumping through there, not as much in your organs. Now, once your body starts to kind of calm down, it will balance out all the blood flow and it will go back to your organs. And to help those organs function and digest, the blood's got to be around there. Therefore, let yourself rest a little, take your protein, and then the blood will flow there to help you digest it and help you absorb it and carry it all through your body to fuel and help your muscles recover. So, yes, keep that in mind, you guys. So, yeah, okay. But the next one I want to talk about is, I'll talk about egg white protein. Now, that one's like a little weird one. Not as popular, of course, because you can eat egg whites easily, but it is also a complete protein with your full amino profile, so it will feed you well and help you recover very well, because that's why people usually turn to like whey protein, because of the complete aminos that it will give you for recovery and everything. So egg white protein is another option. It's very light, like the ones that I've tried, they mix so well. So that's a cool option if you're just bugged by sometimes how your whey may mix, but that also may have to do with quality. But egg white mixes super well. There is always, for some reason, like a little aftertaste of egg white in it, which can be gross for people, but obviously if you're mixing it into smoothies, that's totally fine. Some of them can range a little more expensive, and there's not as many companies who make it. But it is an option for those who are dairy free but eat eggs, kind of thing. That makes sense? I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, so that's just a snippet on egg white protein. If you've seen that and you're like, I don't know if I want to try that. But just for those who don't do whey, that's just like another option. Now, moving on towards like the vegan side of things, before going into just plant proteins, there is soy protein. Now, there is whole conundrum on soy being like, if you consume too much soy, then, guys will get man boobs, it could mess up your hormones, stuff like that. And so don't take soy at all. Hold on. Soy is good for you. It comes from a plant. So plant-based, is like, that's why I'm plant-based. But don't freak out yet, because even when I buy like something like tofu is different from soy protein. Let's just separate those two, because that goes through a fermentation process. That and tempeh, completely different when it comes to the protein powder that comes more straight from like the plant. But the thing is, with soy, the thing you need to look for is non-GMO. GMOs, which are even added to like meats and crap, something that you want to steer away from. Soy proteins, I don't really see them with GMOs in them. So yeah, soy protein does have a full amino profile for you guys, but sometimes also just be aware, it may contain, what is wrong with me? It may contain milk. Like, I know that may not make sense, but, or other fillers, stuff. Any protein can have fillers, any of them, whether it be vegan or not. And that's why I'm always super careful and looking in the ingredients in my protein powders. And to go also, back to the thing about like phytoestrogen. Crazy fact, I did my research. You can look it up too. Phytoestrogen is different, much different than the estrogen in our bodies. Our estrogen, we got estrogen and testosterone, and those are affected. But it's a plant, so the estrogen, it's not a female like living thing, so the estrogen is completely different, and there's a very minuscule effect that, if any, will have on the estrogen in your body. And there's actually, guess what, more estrogen you'll find in steak, because steak will usually be a female cow, after she's done, they use up all her milk and abuse her kind of stuff and use her for meat. She's a female. She has estrogen. Men consuming steak, you are actually consuming more estrogen. than a plant-based person eating a lot of soy. So for those who are like not vegetarian or vegan, I would also recommend eat more like chicken. Lean meats, you should be eating lean meats anyway. That's much better for you. Non-GMO, of course, because yeah. So big food for thought. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. Going crazy right now. So yes, that's just like the scoop on scoop puns, protein puns. I'm so funny. Oh my gosh. Back to protein. Plant-based protein, my favorite. Yes, of course. So plant-based proteins. Now the question may be, should I buy like one of the plants or a blend of the plants? What should I look for, Katya? Like, what do you recommend? First and foremost, I take Vega's protein because it was on sale at Costco. So I like getting myself a good deal. You know what I mean? But with plant-based proteins, we got from pea protein, hemp protein, let me look up the other proteins. So yes, there was pea protein, hemp protein, and there's also brown rice protein. And let me see if there's any more. But a lot of these vegan proteins are complete proteins because they do a nice blend. One singular protein that has a complete amino profile without having to blend it with anything is hemp. Hemp is awesome. Also, you get like your omegas and stuff. Don't worry, it ain't gonna get you high. So, because it comes from like the hemp kernels and stuff, the seeds, whatever you call it. But they are not going to affect you whatsoever. But just to give you an example, I pulled up the Vega Sports Performance Protein. I take the one that's the protein in greens, and this one has a lot more protein. This one has 30 grams of protein. The one I take is like 21, still a good amount. But yeah, this got pea protein, such as pumpkin seed protein. Pumpkin seeds are really good for you. Sunflower seed protein, alfalfa protein. Dude, there's protein in nature. For those afraid of going vegan due to the fear of not getting enough protein, protein is in nature. So of course I'm just saying this trying to be unbiased, but for those maybe interested or afraid to go vegan due to the whole protein deficiency, you won't be protein deficient, I promise you. So, and the nice thing about a lot of these vegan brands is they are very conscious of being, sorry, putting my computer down, being like whole foods and healthy. There can be a lot of artificial sweeteners, colors, and other protein powders, but usually they'll try to do usually there's natural sweeteners or natural colors that vegan protein brands will put into their protein powders. And like they'll use, if anything, like maybe stevia, or if they want like a red color, beetroot, stuff like that. So that makes it also like a healthier alternative. But of course, if you're going the whey route, look at those ingredients and make sure they are all natural as well, because as I said, your body, you gotta take care of it. So yes. But I have so many samples that I still have to try of other vegan protein powders that I'm really excited to try, just to find a good solid one. I mean, I love Vega, so that's kind of a recommendation. But I'm trying to think of other ones. I can't remember off the top of my mind. But anyways, so I hope all of this was helpful. And now I kind of want to go over what are proteins I will recommend to you guys, whether it's whey or plant-based, and I'll just talk a little bit of their ingredients and maybe ones to stay away from, certain big brands, stuff like that. Okay, so we're starting with big brand names for protein powders. First one that came on the list here on bodybuilding.com was Cellucor's Core Performance. Now Cellucor only has one protein powder so far out versus some companies that have multiple ones, but just for an example, this one's gluten-free. That's cool. So it's got a whey protein matrix. We got our whey isolate concentrate, got cocoa powder, natural and artificial flavors, peanut flour, cellulose gums, xanthan gum, and then, okay, so we get into the artificial sweeteners. acesulfame potassium. Now the artificial sweeteners, the biggest are sucralose, acesulfame potassium, and oh shoot, I can't remember the last one. But honestly, out of the three, I believe that acesulfame potassium is the worst due to the fact that when it enters the body actually turns it into formaldehyde. What is formaldehyde? The stuff that they preserve dead bodies with. Do you want dead body juice in your body? I don't think so. So try to stay away from ones with acesulfame potassium. So would I recommend this one? Not really. Next big brand, Optimum Nutrition. This is the one I used to always take. So I would just take, this is the gold standard way. They have multiple ones. Gold standard way, oh my gosh, and they have so many flavors. I wish I could try them. But let's see. So protein blend, got coloring, well, depending on the flavor. And then just sucralose. Not as bad, but it's still an artificial sweetener. So, and this one only got 2 grams of sugar, so that's not much. So that's an okay one to take. They're a really good one, I believe. I believe they're a solid whey protein. I mean, I never had issues with digestion and everything. But thumbs up to Optimum Nutrition's. That was the gold standard whey. Next one, Synthesix by BSN. Huge one as well by BSN. So yeah, let's take a moment just to stop because the ingredient list is like this. And when I see an ingredient list like this, I know a lot of that stuff is fillers. Y'all may know BSN tastes really good, but fillers. What did I tell you guys about fillers? They ain't good for you. I mean, it's got your protein matrix, but all these stuff I can't pronounce. Like the only things that I'd rather not be able to pronounce are certain fruits and vegetables that are like exotic and stuff. But, and then maybe pre-workouts, stuff like that. But when there are stuff to make it taste so good, like obviously, yeah, you want a good tasting protein. But if they gotta force it with all these chemicals and fake stuff, no. Please don't put that in your body. Maybe they have a good deal, buy one, get one. No, don't fall for it, you guys. I told you, quality over quantity is the most important thing to look for. So, sorry, but I gotta give that one thumbs down. Next one, we got Muscle Farms Combat Protein Powder. Let's look at that one. So, whey protein, isolate, concentrate, natural artificial sugars, coffee, cool, guar, acesulfame potassium, and sucralose. So, it's still a nice small list of ingredients, no crazy fillers or anything. It needs the cellulose gum and xanthan gum just to give that nice consistency. But yeah, acesulfame potassium, as I said. And of course, as long as you're sticking to like maybe 1 scoop a day or 2 scoop a day, should be okay. Just take your digestive enzymes, keep on top of it, be healthy. So yeah, I'll recommend that one. Right, next one, Evolution Nutrition's Stacked Protein. We will stop there. Yeah, fillers. I'm just gonna say that. So, Dimetize. Let's look at that one. Let's see. The ISO 100. Oh wow. Hydrolyzed, natural and artificial flavors, salt, sucralose, stevia leaf. Super simple. Big thumbs up. I like that. How about Muscle Tech's Nitrotech? They have multiple proteins, so yeah, it's not bad. No. Yeah. It's just mostly the proteins they're listing, so yeah, I'd recommend. This one's a good one. Solid one. Okay, so back to Optimum Nutrition. Hydro Whey, hydrolyzed protein. Apparently known to be easier digesting, faster digesting in your body than normal whey. So, hydrolyzed, it says the branched chain amino acids, lecithin, I don't know, salt substitute, enzyme blend, and maltodextrin, acesulfame potassium, and sucralose. Okay, yeah, a little more ingredients than I want to see my protein, but as I said, your personal preference on what you want to put into your body. Ooh, I just opened up their serious mass, and that is a serious list of ingredients. So, no. Want to gain mass? Eat more. Just eat more. Stuff it in. Those are whey proteins. I don't want to make this video too long. So, any vegan protein, just double check their ingredients, but usually those ones tend to be a little more all natural. Like even my vanilla is like a weird almost green color due to them not adding all those artificial stuff to make it a different color or breaking it down even more, which takes out then other nutritional value if you're just aiming for a good color. No, it's not all about good color and perfect texture, it's about quality. One that I also recently discovered that is an amazing solid supplement company is First Form. You might see them on like Instagram and stuff. Not really in stores since they sell mostly off their website. Great company, super passionate about giving high quality products. Ooh, okay, I'm looking quickly at their Formula 1, which is a whey protein isolate. Let's see, so they got their matrix. Wow, ultra bioavailable rapid assimilation protein formula containing a blend, low temperature processed cross-flow microfilled whey protein isolate. Now you're like, Katya, don't those fancy names like mean something bad? No, low temperature process is the best process protein should be put through. You don't want high processed, really rapidly processed with a lot of heat, because it's going to take away a lot of the nutritional value and just not make it a good protein. That is bomb. I love the fact that they put that in there. That is really good. Yeah, and it looks like a big ingredient list, but it's just talking about the isolate and hydrolyzed protein. That is great. So you got all your peptides, if anything, citric acid, natural artificial flavor, acesulfame, potassium, neotame, and sucralose, and then some of the colors. But still, yeah, I wish I should have talked about that again, but the process of which protein is sometimes put through. Low temperature processed protein is a better way to go. And then the other one it's called Level 1 Sustained Assimilation Whey Protein. So that one, again, microfiltered whey protein. That's good, very good. We got more of a concentrate. Oh, this is interesting. So this is more kind of mid-meal protein. You got your protein concentrate, pure egg whites. So we got some cacao, non-fat dry milk, non-dairy creamer, modified food starch, just to give it a little thickness. So derived from tapioca. Good. Natural artificial flavor, cellulose gum, xanthan gum, salt, sucralose, acesulfame, potassium. Gluten-free, this flavor, yep. That's also really solid, and that's just, if I wasn't vegan, yo. So that's what I have for protein for you guys. If I missed anything, and have you guys got any more questions then I forgot to mention, comment below. Give this a nice thumbs up because protein's yummy. If you like protein, thumbs up, thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more informational videos like this, workout videos, recipes, you name it, and I will try my best to do it for you guys. So I hope, again, helpful finding out a good protein. Do your research. Do your research. I mean, I'm going to try my best to do all the research I can to inform you guys, just to make it a bit easier on you guys, because it is time consuming to do research. But I'm willing to do it for you all, just to help you all, so that you can live long, happy, healthy, strong lives. So follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Find out when I post my next video. Click that subscribe button and forever have muscles. I don't know, I'm tired and my time is getting grumbly, so feeding time. See you guys.